Look at Kurt Cobain. He managed to deal with his situation before he ended up like an extra for the House of Eyes. Guys, it's markabusi here and we're back with another song reaction. And today we're doing the song Western Nights by Ethel Cain. Now, as has been said in previous videos, if this is your first time seeing me doing an Ethel Cain reaction, I am slowly but surely working my way through the Preacher's Daughter album track by track. I'm deliberately leaving time in between each track so that I can try and kind of piece the story together on my own, whilst also, for some reason I don't quite understand, giving myself enough time to then forget the story, so that by the time we get to the end of the album we'll see how much of the actual concept behind the album I've managed to pick up. At the moment, where we're at is Ethel, we'll just say, has abandoned her religious roots and shacked up with a guy in Nebraska who spends his days smoking crack and injecting meth into his left testicle. That's where we're at. So we're now gonna go and check out the next song and see how that progresses the story in some way. At the moment it's dark. It's dark and it's miserable, and yeah. So let's see. Don't smoke meth, guys. That's just where we're at.
He's never looked more beautiful on his Harley in the parking lot.
I think the lyrics are wrong.
Never looked more beautiful.
That's two very different fucking things there. That's saying he's never looked my way before, and she's singing he's never looked more beautiful. And this is why, right, I am gonna make up my own mind as to what the songs are about, because I feel like I can trust myself more than I can trust whoever the fuck can understand the first line of the bloody song. Anyway, right. He's never looked more beautiful. And you know what, right? Actually, that is a genuine thing. See, when people start taking heroin, it gives them, at the very start of them taking it, it gives them like a kind of glow, like almost like a pregnancy glow, and it kind of makes them look at their most attractive before it then takes and takes and takes. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, you get that initial kind of glow up before the full horror of what you've done hits you and ravages your body. Look at Kurt Cobain. He managed to deal with his situation before he ended up like an extra for the House of Eyes, but most junkies I know are straight up House of Eyes material, and I think that's what basically our boyfriend's been injecting into his testicles, and he's at the glow up stage before it all comes crashing down.
He's never looked more beautiful on his Harley in the parking lot, breaking into the ATMs, sleeping naked when it gets too hot.
been like that here recently.
I watched him show his love through shades of black and blue. Starting fights at the bar across the street, like you do. The neighbors peed on the walls. Warm face first in the bed. Show me how much I mean to you. While I'm lying in these sheets undressed, I'd hold the gun if you asked me to. But if you love me like you say you do, would you ask me to? Trouble's always gonna find you, baby, but so will I. Crying only because I'm happy. Hold me across every state line.
Right, so she's talking about the nature of abuse and how that kind of carries on and bleeds into like other relationships in your life. So she's obviously came from troubled childhood, and now she's replacing one form of devotion to Christ to this new meth injector that she's met. And he obviously has suffered his own kind of like trauma growing up, and he now shows his form of affection by punching cunts in pubs and then clapping her cheeks while she's face down in the pillow. And I'm assuming the neighbours are slapping the walls because they're like, right, mate, you're a fucking stallion on your cell, but it's 3 a.m. and we're trying to sleep. And he's just gone absolutely daft. Because another side effect of meth in the balls is an absolutely heroic staying power. I thought. Oh, that to one side. I mean, it's crazy what she's writing about, right? The subject matter of the song is crazy. But she's wrapping it up in just beautiful instrumentation, really lush, expansive soundscapes. The amount of reverb and kind of echoiness added to her voice is fucking beautiful. Like, she'll finish a line of singing and then it's just, and like the dry vocal will end and then her background vocal will just spread out across your fucking ears, for want of a better word. And it's beautiful. Beautiful. Just a really nice, moody bit of songwriting about some crazy subject matter.
I'm never gonna leave you, baby, even if you lose what's left of your mind. 'Cause you know I'll be right there beside you, riding through all these western nights. Oh,
That's a really beautiful song. I feel like, right, difficult song to listen to. I think sonically it's not, there's not that much really happening in it, but I feel like that's out of context of the album. If you take it into context of where it sits in the album, the other songs surrounding it are probably going to be not upbeat, because let's be honest here, it's fucking Ethel Cain. Like, none of this album's upbeat, but slightly more driving. So having that bit in the middle kind of works. My biggest takeaway from that song is the whole, she's escaped one form of unhealthy devotion and replaced it with something else equally as damaging, which tends to be what people do. They're, like, if you can get into a cycle of abuse where if you feel like that's what you deserve, then you go and actively seek out stuff that's going to reciprocate that for you, and that's its own form of kind of emotional, like, bandage, I suppose. But yeah, all in, it sounds like the guy is, you know what, right? Here's what I'm going to say. It sounds like the guy, from a societal point of view, is maybe not the greatest guy in the world, right? Because he likes to, like, rob ATMs and inject crack into his boss, right? But at the same time, who am I to judge that? You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with me. See, as long as he's no stealing money out of my bank account, that's all that matters to me. See, as long as he's not injecting crack into my boss. Because my boss are off the menu. Just want that noted. But guys, that was Western Nights with Ethel Cain. I am deeply concerned for the woman and really curious as to where the story's going to go next. If you guys are curious as to where the story's going to go next, then like this video and subscribe to the channel, because then that way you'll get a wee notification the next time it comes around, and you'll go, oh, I can follow this story now. Because this is a series of it. This isn't just one video. This is a series of videos, and you know, see, like the way you would go and record something on your TV and that, same thing, right? Plus, there's other videos on this channel, and they're good too. But anyway, I've been markabusi, guys. That was Ethel Cain. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed making it, which is that much. I'll see you next time.